So game, let's begin. Let's start. Um, we are already done, no? Yung sa data mining for week 2 and data warehousing sa week 3. And we are proceeding to week 4 topic which is ETL. But before that, let us have first a review questions, no, for data mining and data warehousing. I have prepared 10 questions, review questions for you to answer. So I am inviting everyone, no, diyan sa chat box natin, no, for you to send yung answer after mag-send ako ng signal na you can now answer, no, kasi para makita natin kung um, saan yung abot nung question, kung sino yung mga baka maybe that answer is for the previous one, di ba? So, ito yung indicator natin sa message box na uh, we ended on that person na hindi nakasali yun sa next questions. So, let's have first the first question on data mining can best be described as A. Storing large amounts of data in warehouses. Or B. Extracting useful patterns, relationships, or predictions from a big amount of data. C. Collecting raw data without analysis. Or D. Entering customer information. Okay, start now. Sige, you may send your answer A, B, C, D in the chat box. Okay, and then mag-stop na ako, no, para makita natin kung sino yung nakasagot within the time frame. What is the answer? So, ang answer dito is, let us see kung sino yung mga nakakuha ng tamang sagot. Okay, thank you, John Carl. If you want to answer, sige. Let us hear from John Carl. Hindi siya nag-chat eh. Sige, John Carl, what's your answer?
Ma'am, napindot lang po.
Akala ko ano ka eh, gusto mo magsagot eh. Oh, so I am encouraging everyone, pwede naman, we will accommodate those who want to answer using microphone. Pero by this time yan, let's check, no, mamonitor natin dito. Question number 1, sabi ni Carl Jason Bombasi. It's letter B. Data mining is extracting useful patterns, relationships, or predictions from data, no, from big amount of data. So that is correct, okay? Data mining, nagmamine tayo. Pag nagmamine, may kinukuha, no? So yung storing large amount, wala tayong kinukuha doon. Nag-i-store nga tayo, may nilalagay tayo. So wala tayong kinukuha. So X na yan. Extracting pwede. Synonym yung word. If you don't really know the answer, you may analyze from the choices by elimination, no? Which is the answer. Pwede. Extracting, mining, extracting, pwede, no? Useful patterns. Letter C, pwede din. Collecting raw. Kaya lang, pagdating dun sa may last part, sabi collecting raw data without analysis. But the purpose of data mining is for analysis. So, X na to. Tama yung medyo unang part, but at the end, yun lang. So, X na, natitira pa rin si letter B, right? And yung letter D, as in dog, manually entering customer information. So, hindi na. So, we conclude that letter B talaga siya if you don't know really, if you really don't know the answer. So, yun. You may apply by elimination, no, kung alin ang di kasali. So, Bombasi is correct. Si Gratil, si Morales, Pakumbaba, Fernandez, Estardo, Arsiaga, Calderon, Fangon, Lucha Escarpe, and Lucha Escarpe, Obensa Aberia, Escandor, Villegas, Bobis, Posadas. Okay, correct. And humahabol sila Balatayo, no? Nag-stop na ako dun eh. Balatayo, Valdez, Martin, Formisile, Sulit, Reyes, Yanto, Perez. Tama naman yung mga sagot nila. It's just that uh, they cannot make it within the time frame. So let's proceed to the second question. Which data mining task is also called supervised learning? Alin daw dito yung also called, this is a review question number 2, no? Also called as supervised learning, no? supervised learning, is it um, clustering? Is it clustering? Is it association rule mining, classification, or regression? Okay, let's start the, okay, receiving ng answer and then stop natin. Tingnan natin kung sinong mga nakahabol for the review question number 2. Review question number 2, review question number 1, we're done. Hanggang dito na tayo. Tapos na to. And, ayun. So, dito tayo nag-start. Ang answer ni Mean is classification. Okay, correct. That is classification. Who else got it right? Si Gratil, Antoque Gratil, Pangon, Fernandez Reyes, Estardo Villegas, Calderon Arsiaga, Escarpe, Nesperos, Balatayo, Posadas, Aberya, okay, Ocampo, Lucha, Formesile, Bombasi, Perez, okay. So, yon sila yung mga nakahabol. Classification is a supervised learning. What do you mean by supervised learning? You know the group, okay, and you are just teaching the computer, no, about it, no. Okay, you are training the computer about it, about this group. Okay, now let's proceed to the next um question. This is review question number 3. So, okay, review question number 3 tayo. For review question number 3, um, okay, so here is the question. You trained a model using emails already labeled as spam or not spam. This is an example of, okay, before I forgot, those students who are, no, um, watching this video recorded, you may also answer sa chat box, no? Even if I am not acknowledging your answer, you may check it by yourself, no? Kung tama yung sagot ninyo, ha? Okay. So, this is an example of what? You trained a model using emails already labeled as spam and or not spam. This is an example of what? Regression, classification, clustering, association, rule mining. Sige, let's start sending your answer in the chat box. Okay, let's see the answer. What is this? Actually, I have mentioned it a while ago, no, yung example na you know the group and then you are training or teaching, no, yung model doon sa PC. And what is that? Ano yung answer kanina sa previous question? That is,
Supervised learning.
okay, supervised learning, and supervised learning is classification. Okay, si Gratil tama. That is classification. Okay. Ano to? Gratil, Fangon, Bombasi, Fernandez, Pakumbaba, Reyes, Calderon, Estardo, Martin, Posadas, Perez, Agustin, Valdez, Obensa, Cadiz, Escarpe, Arsiaga, Formosile, Sulit, Yanto, Rigor, Bobis, Kalata. Okay, there are many students who are participating in the review questions. No, that's good. So now let's proceed to the next review questions. Review question number. This is the review question number 4, if I'm not mistaken. No, which task is about grouping unlabeled data into similar categories automatically. Okay? Unlabeled data. The keyword is unlabeled data into similar categories automatically. Okay? The computer is doing it by itself. No? Is it classification, clustering, regression, anomaly detection? Okay. Start. Okay. Let's stop the um, receiving ng answer. Review natin who are this is question number 4. Yan. Question number 4? Right. So, the answer is clustering. Correct. Si Bombasi. Clustering. Bombasi, Fernandez, Pangon, Reyes, Pakumbaba, Estardo, Posadas, Balatayo, Morales, Rigor, Bobis, Arsiaga, Villegas, Gratil, Calderon, Cadiz, Escarpe, Lucha, Aberia, Formicilia. Okay, until that. Ah, until there lang, no? Hindi nakahabol yung iba. Pero tama naman mga answer nila. Okay, sige. Question number 4 to. Tama? 4? Um, so question number, wait lang. Question number ano tayo? 4? This one. Ito yung next question. Review question number 5 na tayo, I think so. Tama. Um, predicting a house price. So, predicting a house price based on size. Mahuhulaan mo kung magkano yung amount ng price nung house na gusto mong ipagawa, 'di ba? I have given this example last face-to-face meeting natin. Predicting house price based on size, location, and age is an example of what? A. Regression, B. Clustering, C. Association, role mining, and or D. Classification. Okay, stop tayo. Anong tawag dyan? Um, question number, review question number 5. Okay, let's check. Review question number 5. Okay, it started with Mean. Mean Antoque. Her answer is regression. Correct. This is regression. Okay? Mean Antoque. Ah, Fangon. Rigor. Balatayo, Reyes, Estardo, Sulit, Posadas, Perez, Bacumbaba, Formicilia, Villegas, Aberia, Lucha, Cadiz, Fernandez, Gratil, Galbo, Vides. Okay. And the rest, I got it all correct. Okay. So, yan. Next question tayo. So, ilang question pa mga 5 more. 5 more questions. How about this one? Um, this is question number 6. Okay, 4 more. Electricity, 4 more. I think so. Okay. Electricity bill that suddenly spikes unusually high may indicate biglang tumaas yung kuryente mo pero hindi ka naman bumibili ng bagong appliances. Okay? What concept is this in data mining? Is this clustering, association rule mining, anomaly detection, or classification? Okay, send your answer. Okay, sige. Stop tayo. So, what is the answer? The answer here is, this is, what? Anomaly detection? Yes, this is anomaly detection. Anomaly detection meaning there is something strange, no, happening. Okay, let's check natin sino yung nakatama na sagot. Or, okay, tama, letter C. And it started with Bobbies. Okay, Bobbies got it right. Bobbies, Gratil, Fernandez, Bombasi, Fangon, Balatayo, Arsiaga, Villegas, Escarpe, Estardo, Aberia Reyes, Escandor, um, Obensa, Perez, Vides, Calderon, Sulit, Pacumbaba, Posadas, Flores, Martin, Morales, and Formicilie. Okay. So, rigor tama din, Kalata, Agustin. Sige, next. Last 3 questions. Let's have, by this time, I would like you to give. Okay, hindi na to A, B, C, D. Sige, can you give me, you now know what is anomaly detection, di ba? There is something strange happening. Can you give me more example of anomaly detection? Sige nga, can you give me more example? This is question number 7. And we have 3 more true or false question later. Give me more application. You can use your microphone to answer this question. No? Application of anomaly detection. Aside from yung high electricity bill, no, that you have received, no, which is unexpected. Aside from that, what are other anomaly detection you have experienced? Meron pa bang iba? Or if what if you can recall another example I have given you last face-to-face meeting, what is that? Or you can think of other, no? Marami pang anomaly detection na you have detected there's something anomaly, okay? In that situation. Yes, Shan, ano yun?
Anong mali siguro yung mga 'pag sa pasyente po yung heartbeat siguro or
Okay. Okay, okay. Sa heartbeat, no? Yun. Ibig sabihin yung vital sign, no? Hindi normal. Mabilis yung heartbeat. Okay, that is an anomaly na detection. Example of anomaly detection. Hindi siya usual. Or that is unusual. And you need to attend it ASAP, right? So, yung mga anomaly detection, purpose of anomaly detection na once you detected it, kailangan you address it, no? As soon as possible para hindi na siya lumala. Okay? Hindi yung nakita na natin yung problema and wala lang, no? Okay, thank you, Shan. What else? What about others experience na may anomaly? What else? Ano pa? Okay, sabi ni Mike. Mike, dyan pa kumbaba credit card fraud. Tama, credit card fraud detection. You have observed, no, there are purchases, no, on your credit card, no, yung sabi natin example on a country where you are not in. So paano nangyari yon? That is an anomaly. Okay, thank you pa kumaba. Who else? Sino pa? So kailangang i-address agad, report to the bank. Okay, so yung pag medical, report to the doctor. So pag sa mga ganyan, bank, report to the bank as soon as possible. Anymore? Meron pa? What else? Yung may anomalya na nakita kayo. Oh, na kailangan large pork barrel. Oh, ayan, tama. Sa government official. Okay. Anomalya nga yan, lagot. Kaya lang yan, yun ang mas maganda yan ang pinakang source of corruption talaga yun, no? Okay. Um, yun ang mahirap. Anomaly detection. Okay, kailangan i-report ka agad, an address agad. Mabagal na internet. O may anomalya dyan. Alam mo na mabagal ang internet. Usually, okay naman yung internet mo tapos biglang bumagal. Parang gapang siya. I-report mo kaagad yan sa provider mo, no? Baka naman iba yung speed na binibigay sa'yo ng service provider mo. Ang binabayaran mo is ganito, pero iba yung speed. Okay, environmental monitor. Sabi ni Bobis yun, no? Yung kanina, sino to? Si Pakumbaba, si Rigor, network security. Okay. Nalagpasan ko si Rigor, no? Network security. Okay, there's someone, no, using your account, no? So, kailangan nag-sign in, no? Okay, kailangan secured yung mo, no? Paano siya nakapag-sign in sa account mo, no? Pag napansin mo na gano'n, log out on all of devices where you are logged in, no? And change your password as soon as possible. Mabagal na internet, environmental monitoring. Ayun, anomaly nga yun, no? Um, Parang hindi na normal. Yung tawag dito, for example, temperature, no? Ayun, environmental monitoring. Hindi na siya normal dati, tag-ulan ganito, tag-init ganito. Pero nag-iiba na. Meron ng anomaly, no? Na-detect ka sa environment. So, kailangan i-address agad yun, no? Disaster, department, no? I-address ka agad siya para maagapan, no? For example, may nade-detect na ang mga earthquake or tsunami na will be coming, no? Pwedeng ganun. So, kailangan i-detect, address ka agad para for the people to be warned, no? And be prepared for that instance, no? Thank you. Okay, si Bobby at saka si Pangon. Now, let's proceed to the next question. True or false lang ito. Um, I think this is question number 7. 7 na. Okay, last three, true or false question, no? In clustering, the groups are already known before training. If you have analyzed the question, okay, na-mention na natin before, yung isang concept ng data mining, di ba? Okay? What is this? Is this statement true or false? Sige nga, send your answer. True or false? Stop tayo. This statement is what? This is false. Okay, false yan. Ang groups are already known is the classification, no? Classification po iyon. Nakasagot agad si Rigol ng false, no? Ang bilis na dyan kasi Bobis, hindi pa ako nag-start. Pero tama yung sagot nila. Okay, si Fernandez got it correct. Villegas, Pakumbaba, Perez, Pangon, Escarpe. Okay. And, okay, the rest. Okay, tama, got it right. Si Rigor classification ang nilagay, no? Rigor, pero true or false ang tinatanong, ay ganun. Kung ano yung hinihingi na answer, dapat yun ang ilalagay nyo. Okay, tama naman. Alam niya na false yan. Sige, sige. Okay, next. Last two question tayo. Last two question. Regression, true or false lang din to. So, dito nakita nyo kanina, ano no, kanina true or false ang hinihingi. Buong true or buong false. Dito naman, ang hinihingi is isang T or isang false. So, pagka ganyan, okay, susunod kayo sa instruction. Kung ano yung hinihingi na input, dapat ganun. Okay, we will discuss on that pag pumunta na tayo dun sa mga part ng transformation, diba? Extract, transform, and ano yung isa? Loading, ETL. Sige, let's have the review question number 9. This is the second to the last question ng review natin and we will proceed na dun sa week 4. Regression is mainly used when the output you want is a number. Number ang hinahanap natin. Example, price, quantity, prediction. Sige, okay. Nagsend na ba ako ng answer, ng ano, ng start? I think so. Yes. Anong sagot dito? Ah, let's see. Okay. Sabi ni Warren Fernandez, yes, that is true. Regression, according to regression, you can guess a number by looking at the past pattern, 'di ba? Okay, so this is true. Mainly used when the output you want is a number, price, quantity, prediction. Warren got it right. Fernandez, Balatayo, Pakumbaba, Villegas, Arsiaga, Martin Perez, Escarpe, Vides, Ormesile, Ebensa, Estardo, Pakumbaba. O, nag-ulit si Pakumbaba. Agustin, Pangon, Antoque, Rigor, Gratil. And, okay. So, and the last one is, sige, what about association rule mining? Ano naman yung association rule mining? Sabi niya, helps businesses recommend products. Nagre-recommend siya ng products often bought na binibili ng magkasabay ng magkasama. What's your answer? Is it true or false? Sige, okay. Let's stop the receiving ng question. This is true. Association rule mining, 'di ba? Example that we have discussed previously is the market basket analysis. Anong market basket analysis? When you buy bread, okay, you will also buy butter. So yun yung association. There is a relationship. Association rules help businesses recommend products often bought together. Okay? So, um, sino yung mga, okay, si Pangon, okay, the first one to answer that association rule is, recommending products often bought together. This is true. Si Pangon, Fernandez, Arsiaga, Villegas, Pakumbaba, Balatayo, Escarpe, Lucha, Rigor, Posadas, Martin, Formosile, Estardo, Obensa. Okay, and yung mga humabol, Perez, Gratil, Rania, Iskandor. How about others, no? Other section, participating also in the question and answer portion. How many you got correct answers out of 10? Okay? I think everyone, no, already know about data mining and data warehousing, no? That we have discussed previously. Now, let's proceed na dun sa ating week 4 discussion. So, for week 4 discussion, eto, ano to, ETL. E stands for Extract, Transform, Load. At the end of this topic discussion, you will understand and apply ETL processes. Okay? Ano yung mga ETL processes? For example, you search on e-commerce platform, no, yung mga Shopee, Lazada, TikTok, and you can see mga product recommendations, no. And where do you think that came from? Saan ba nanggagaling yun? Saan nanggagaling kaya yun? Yung mga product recommendation. What did you observe doon sa mga product recommendation sa atin? Parang yun yung mga interest natin, right? Okay. So, yun yung purpose ng data mining, no? Merong algorithm na ginagamit for them to identify which are of our interest, no? Kung palagi tayo nagla-like ng mga gadgets, electronics, no, mga gadgets, mga devices. So, yun yung ire-recommend niya sa na product because they surely, no, they can be sure that you will buy, no, yung mga recommendation nila. So, okay, so in this discussion, no, we will connect yung ETL, extract, transform, and load, to ETL, real analytics. So how raw data, yun yung ang mga raw data natin doon is yung pagkiklik natin ng mga ano no, ng mga product. Yung raw data and pagkiklik natin ng mga yan, they can get those input, no, yung data and turn it into reliable insights for them to uh, recommend us, no, ng mga product na siguradong bibilihin natin sa kanila. So ang learning objectives dito is for you to explain ano ba yung purpose and value ng ETL in business. This is very important, no. And soon you will realize, no, how important it is. Okay? Why ETL matters, no. Then you can differentiate, extract, transform, and load phases. Apply basic ETL steps on sample data. Later, we will be using Power Query, which is built in sa Excel, no, to do simple steps ng extract, transform, and load. We will be using two files .csv file. One is customer.csv and the other is orders.csv. So compare pull versus incremental loads and when to use each. Um, and then recognize common ETL tools and orchestration options. For week 4, yan, why ETL is important in BI. So, ito, ETL, extract. So, yung mga raw data natin, those are messy, inconsistent, scattered. It is almost never useful for decision making on its own, right? Kasi raw pa nga lang siya eh. Ibig sabihin, hindi pa siya ganun ka-perfect. Okay? Hindi pa siya clean. So, ETL process acts as the bridge, no? That makes yung mga raw data natin business ready para maging business ready sila, yung mga data. So, extract meaning we are gathering the puzzle pieces. Okay, yung raw data natin which are existing in different system, example sa spreadsheet database, API and logs, we are gathering them, no? Gathering these puzzle pieces. Example sa retail store has sales data in the POS system, merong sa customer details tayo which we can get from the customer relationship management, yung feedback sa social media natin makukuha. And we are bringing these puzzle pieces together. Okay? So, yun yung extract. And then after bringing those puzzle pieces together, we are now ready to for transformation, no? Transforming this data. We are cleaning this data, standardizing this data, no? Raw data usually has duplicates, no? Kaya nga raw. Maraming duplicate and how can we remove those duplicates in just a click? Okay? Later I will demonstrate to you using Power Query built in Excel. Actually, Power Query is also built in sa Power BI. But we will be discussing Power BI in the week 6 and 7, no? So we are only on week 4. So ita-transform natin yung mga data, removing duplicates, trimming yung mga spaces. Yun yung gagawin natin mamaya. Magti-trim tayo ng mga spaces ng input ng last name, no? For example, lalagyan ng space sa beginning. So, how can we trim it in just one click? Paano kung thousands of customers yon that you need to sort yung last name correctly? So, hindi siya alphabetize correctly kung may space at the beginning because space come from space come before letter A. Space muna no sa alphabetization. So yung transform ensure data is clean no and consistent and reliable. Standardize natin yung mga dates kung nag-start to ng 4-digit numbers 2025 tapos 08 2020 ngayon no. Yun. Dapat pare-parehas na 4 digits yung dates yung umpisa kung ganun yung format natin. It should be standardized. Okay? And sa load, we are making data ready for insights. So, data is stored in central repository. Example of mga repositories are data warehouse, BI tool, dashboard. So, those analysts and managers can now access no yung single version of truth. Alam nila na malinis na talaga yung uh, file na yan, no, yung document na yan. Because dumaan na siya sa extraction, transformation, and ilo-load na lang natin sila dun sa ah, mga location nila, no, dun sa repository. So, after ETL, assist dashboard can show, okay? Pwede na natin makita in a dashboard yung top selling products, okay, for this month, and then which region has the highest returns. Okay, ETL means equal row to insight. Without ETL, data analysts waste time cleaning and recording and reconciling yung data, no? So that's how important yung ETL. Okay, without ETL, inconsistent yung reports, bad yung decision. But with ETL, we can have a clean, trustworthy data flows in BI dashboards. We can have clear insights and smarter decisions. Let's have simple analogy for you to understand it well, no? Understand it more. For example, pumunta ka sa palengke, mamimili ka ng mga vegetables, no? Or magluluto ka ng chop suey. So you have unwashed vegetables, no? With you, sayote, carrots, beans. Those are raw data, no? And then you go straight home, no? To your kitchen. Now we are proceeding to ATL. You're going to wash no yung vegetables no unwash nga siya kanina raw data. Now you're going to wash it. So i-extract mo na yon no, ita-transform mo na, peeling, chopping, cooking, okay, and we have now the finished dish, which is the meaningful, equivalent to meaningful insights or something consumable and valuable. Okay, so now, I think you're getting to understand no more yung ETL. So, again, yung ETL matters because in real business scenario, no, data doesn't come from just one source. Marami siyang pinanggagalingan. Pwedeng sales data nga sa POS system, customer data sa CRM, o kaya from our mga website click. So, mga data yon no? Spreadsheet from teams sa different members of your team, external API, okay? So ETL integrates all of those, cleans, standardizes, and prepares data for analytics. Okay? So once gathered, kapag na-gather na natin yun, ETL removes yung mga duplicates, fixes errors, aligns format, and transform the data into a consistent structure so it's ready for analysis. So ang reliable ETL is equivalent to trusted dashboard. And uh, for example, you have given your report to your immediate superior, no, in your OJT. They can say this is a trusted dashboard, no, and from this I can make decision. So, without ETL, okay po, without ETL, so we can have inconsistent metrics and we are just wasting our time, no? So yung team natin just end up with conflicting numbers pag walang ETL. Sabihin natin, alin ang tama dito? May mga duplicate reports tayo, okay? And we need to do manual fixes and waste our time. Worse, uh, yung data natin can lead to yung bad data natin can lead to poor business decisions. Okay, now proceed tayo sa ETL overview diagram. Ito. So this is the flow, extract, transform, load, iterate. Going back again to extract, transform, load, iterate. So, ano yung goal ng extract? The goal of extract is to pull the data, no? Pull the data without changing it and bring it into a staging area. Ito na nga yung ilalagay mo pa lang sa sangkalan yung mga gulay, no? And then, pag nasa sangkalan na, i-clean mo na yan, itatransform mo na yung raw data, clean, okay, ipaprocess. And ang goal ng transform is to turn messy, inconsistent data into structured. Maayos na siya, syempre, useful information. And then, we are ready to load it, okay, in saan? Sa mga data warehouse. Example of data warehouse ay sa Snowflake, Redshift, no? Sa BI model, sa Power BI, sa BI Tableau, no? And then sa mga lake house. Yung lake house, data lake house is a modern storage where there is also analytics platform. And then for iterate, okay po, ang iterate, okay, before we proceed sa iterate, the purpose of load is for our data, no, for our data, to make our data available for analysis. So, dyan manggagaling yan sa mga repository. To make our data available for analysis, for dashboard, and for reporting. And for iteration, no, so we have to iterate, no, yung process because ETL is not just one-time process. Data keeps changing, no? So ETL must be scheduled hourly, oras-oras, o kaya nightly. So we need to monitor, no? Monitor yung mga failures and then i-recover natin yung mga errors. Okay? The goal of iterate is for us to keep data pipeline reliable, no? And continuous. Continuous siya, ensuring up-to-date insights. So this flow, yan, this flow shows how ETL turns raw scattered data into meaningful, okay, meaningful, trustworthy insights and enabling better decision making. So let's have it one by one. For extract, we have sources SQL, no SQL DB. And pwede yung .csv na gagamitin natin later on, no? Yung mga flat files yan, .csv Excel from business application. And then APIs JSON, yung real-time or external system data or logs. System or app activity tracking. For full extract and incremental extract, you can either pull all the data, no, every time, or just pull, ibig sabihin pull lahat, kukunin mo, ano. Ito namang incremental, yung mga additional lang, yung bagong change data, new and change data, to save time and resources. Okay, so yung data quality starts here, what does it mean? Ano ibig sabihin nun? From the extract, okay, from the start pa lang, you must check the data, make sure numbers are numbers, text is readable, and no important values are missing. So from the moment the data is extracted, quality matters. Pag maraming mali sa umpisa pa lang, syempre, mas marami kang ita-transform, right? Marami kang i-clean. So make sure you must check yung mga integers, yung type niya, integers, dates, string, must match. So sa encoding, minimize yung mga missing fields, nulls, blanks, no? So, what does it mean? Bad quality at extraction equals bad analytics later, no? So, for transform now, we are done with the extraction, no, ng mga data natin. So, what are we gonna do dun sa mga data na kinuha natin? We can fix yung types, we can trim, ito na yung gagawin natin later. We can trim, handle natin yung mga nulls or i-remove natin. So, ito yung gagawin natin mamaya. Magti-trim tayo ng spaces and magre-remove tayo ng duplicates. Standardized codes, format, date formats, currency, categorical values. So, standardized, ibig sabihin kailangan pare-parehas, right? Sa categorical values, for example, ang hinihingi na answer ay true or false. Buong true yun or buong false. Or T of or F. Isang T or isang F lang yun. No, ganun lang siya. Dapat pare-parehas. Another example, I want to know how many OJTs uh, do we have in PL Moon, no? Pero naggumawa ako ng, for example, ng Google form. Nakalagay ko doon, where did you do your, where did you render, where are you rendering your OJT? Tapos ang nakalagay doon, short answer lang, no? Siyempre, yung iba magsasagot, PL Moon. Yung iba, pamantasan ng lungsod ng Muntinlupa. So, magkaiba na yun. So, we should standardize yung answer para when we sort it, no, yung column na yun, pare-pares, magsasama-sama siya and we can have quality number of OJTs in that area, right? Dapat ganun. Kailangan standard, okay, yung values. So, transform clean, standardized, derived features. Example, ito nga, you will create useful columns, no, to extract only the month from a date, no, or average order value, no. Okay, so next we will join tables, customers, and orders. We will combine yung data from different places. Example, ililink natin yung customer's information to their orders. Okay, for us to compute yung RFM. Later, we'll proceed on the RFM, no? Ililink natin yan. And then, if filter out natin yung mga irrelevant records and isa-summarize natin like the total sales per month. Okay, let's proceed. Continue tayo sa transform common pattern data validation, constraints and sanity checks. For example, we wanted the user mag-input ng email. It should have at sign. O kung age ang gusto natin kunin, kailangan walang no negative age, pinanganak ng 2025, ngayon pa lang yun, no? Or negative, no? Does not in the future yung mga dates. May data validation, kung kukuha tayo ng sagot, if you will observe yung mga maraming system, by clicking na lang lagi, dates, by clicking na lang, address by clicking na lang, di ba? Kasi mas less error yung by clicking kaysa by typing. Pag by typing kasi yung kinuha natin na input from the users, mali-mali ang ano nun, ang type nun, right? So that is the purpose of data validation. Ma-validate natin yung input from users para tama yung input niya, tama din yung i-output natin. Example, 30 item yung question, yung quiz. So, your score should be from 0 to 30 lang. Okay? And then yung professor, kung walang data validation, pwede siya mag-input ng 31 or more, right? Which is not proper. So, gawa lang tayo ng drop down, no? Drop down na and then nakaset lang siya. 0 to 30 lang yung pwede niyang i-input doon. That is data validation of, or if we want the user to input yung password, no, mapapansin nyo, sabi combination of letters and numbers only. No special characters. That is data validation. Para makuha mo yung quality ng input. Okay? Slowly changing dimension, basic idea. This means na you are ready to handle changes in information, no, over time. For example, yung customer mo nag-change ng address, but still we want to keep the old history. So, we can do that. No, kailangan lagi tayong may information from our customers, mga contact numbers from our customers. Okay, this is one situation, no, in the office. If when you are doing your OJT or someone call in the office, no, and looking for your immediate superior, no, immediate supervisor, uh and then sabi mo wala pa po siya, ganun lang ba yung sasabihin natin? Hindi, di ba? We need to get their information, yung customer, their contact number. So when your immediate supervisor came, you can give the number who called, no, later, who called a while ago, and your immediate supervisor can get back to them, no? Ganun. Halimbawa, hindi sasabihin natin na tumawag po si ganito, o tapos wala na, eh wala pa siya, no? O di hindi na, wala na. Open yung ano, yung situation. Eh kailangan makausap ni immediate supervisor yung tumawag. Wala kang binigay na number. So SOP, once somebody called, no, get their information, no. So you can say to them na sorry, sir, ganito ganito, sir A is not around yet, but can I have your contact number so that he may get back to you later. Okay, so yun ganon, kukunin natin yung contact number nila, and yun ibibigay natin yun sa ating dun sa person na tinawagan para makabalik siya dun. Paano kung importante? Surrogate keys, confirm dimension. Yung surrogate key, I will just use simple ID number, no, instead of long codes. And then, sa confirmed decisions, okay, we need to make sure yung i-share natin na data, mga customers or product, is consistent across all reports and system. Kailangan consistent siya. So now proceed tayo sa load. What about load or targets and mode? This is the final home of our data. San sila? Sa data warehouse. Sa data warehouse, nandito yung mga organized storage for analysis. Sa data lake or lake house, combination to ng row and process data in one place. Yung BI semantic model, here, we can get yung ready to use data for dashboard or reports. In pool load, sa pool load, replace all data, simple and slower. Meaning you are going to wipe out the old data and reload everything from scratch. Parang nagsasagot ka sa board, no, nung computation sa math. And then, wait lang. And then,